Hello, my loves. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you. I wanted to talk about something that is a pretty big part of my life and why it's helpful and important. So, just to be clear, this is not a religious post. I'm going to talk about something I do as a religious practice, but it is not a religious post. And it's easily taken into any context, okay? So, you don't have to be religious um, to hear this or do what I'm going to suggest. So, um, every week, as part of my faith, I go to church, and there's a period of time where you spend time just considering kind of considering your actions. What did the places where you fell short this week? What do you need to do? How do you fix it, etc. But also during that time is a time to think about who has upset you and who um, are you angry at and who has annoyed you, and are you still holding those grudges? As humans, I just feel like it's like we are steel or iron, and grudges are magnets, and they just stick to us like incredible, like super magnets sometimes. And it's very difficult sometimes to get them off. You could also use the analogy of a ship and barnacles. There's massive ships, um, that these tiny mollusks attach themselves to the hull, and over time they really slow the ship down. They create a lot of drag. Our grudges and frustrations are like that. And I think this is one of the most human traits I know. So I don't believe anyone gets off with this without some. But they grudges, hurts, jealousies, frustrate, like all these things really will hold us back. They create a lot of drag in our lives. And if we're not careful, they also become habits. So during the week, you are inevitably going to be frustrated, okay? A, a, a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, a boss, a family member, your spouse, your partner, your whatever, parent. It's just the nature of life. When human beings are together, we tend to be, we rub each other the wrong way sometimes. Now, the thing to remember, of course, is while other people are rubbing you wrong and are giving you frustrations, it's important to remember that you're doing the same thing to them. I may be frustrated with someone, but they may be frustrated with me too. And so it's important, we understand that just because our grudges, our bad feelings are strong, doesn't make them true or real. They're certainly generally not useful. Um, there is about as much use in holding on to a grudge or hurt or frustration as like if you have you know, if you have a little scab and you just keep picking at it, or a little sore and you just keep kind of going at it. Like literally, that's what holding on to that grudge is, or again, frustration or hurt or jealousy or whatever. I've heard it compared to hugging a porcupine, and sometimes we hug that thing tighter and tighter. Having some time every week, this is what I want to tell you, this is what I really learned that's helped me. Having time every week to try to let go of those things is a huge help. It is a massive help for being happy, for getting rid of those things, because they cause drag on your soul, on your mind, on your heart, spirit, whatever, psyche, energy, however you want to conceptualize that. And the thing is often we feel like somehow if we let it go, we are giving in, or we're being weak, or we're letting them off the hook or something like that. But the reality is it really doesn't have to do with them. Letting go of our grudges, our little fights and conflicts, our resentments, it isn't really about the other person. All right, it's just about us not carrying it anymore. It's about not letting it hurt us anymore. This can be hard, all right? It's not easy to do this. I do this every week, and sometimes I really struggle with it. And sometimes it's easy, but it's not always easy. Sometimes it's really hard. Oftentimes, I've found is sometimes the times it's hardest is about one of the smallest, pettiest things. Like sometimes the hardest things to let go are not massive, huge things. It's like sometimes just really annoyances that just kind of get under your skin a little bit. At any rate, It's not empowering to cherish your grudges. It is disempowering. It does not make you strong, it makes you weak. It does not help you accomplish what you want to do. It actually keeps you from doing it. It gives you um, it gives you obstacles, not momentum. So the price for this, though, this is a really great gift and something you really want to have in your life is the lack of these grudges. But the price is letting them go. And that is sometimes a very steep price, but just pay it now. All right. That's like the price or the tax for having peace. So pay it early, pay it often, and I promise you, you'll be happier. So much love, my dears. Talk to you later. Your internet grandma.